Hello, my name is Oren Jain. This is the 10th video in a series of interviews called Alumni Insights. In this series, I talk to different alumni from different universities about their experience. In this specific video, I talked to an alum from Pomona College in California. I think this video turned out really well, and I hope you guys enjoy. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hello, how are you doing?
Hey, Aaron. I'm good. How are you?
I'm also good. So first off, what was your major and graduation year from Pomona?
Yeah. I majored in physics and I kind of focused on like theoretical physics at Pomona. And then I graduated in 2019.
All right. Next, would you like to share a fun experience you had in college?
It's hard to like pick one really. I think a cool part about Pomona was that it was nestled between like the mountains, the desert, and the beach. So like everything was like a half hour away roughly. So I can't really choose one, but like memory that comes out a lot is just like on weekends driving to the desert or driving to the mountains or the beach with friends and just like spending entire days or weekends over there.
Nice. So
Yeah.
very surrounded by nature. That's cool.
Yeah. And
Um,
then LA was like an hour away too. So if you wanted some city life, it was definitely available.
all right. So easy access to LA too. That sounds really cool.
Mhm.
All right. In what ways did the university's culture and values contribute to your overall learning experience? Can you share a specific example that shows this influence?
It's a good question. So I think Pomona was really focused on like interdisciplinary learning. So they wanted you to get like a little taste of like a subject from like various fields. So you had like science intensive, like math intensive, like verticals, I guess. But then you also had these like history and like social studies intensive ones. They had like a critical thinking intensive vertical, and then like a writing intensive and like language intensive. Um, Breadth of like requirements, and so that was pretty cool. I think like a specific example to show that is like in our first semester of college, they had us like take part in this like it was called like ID1, which is essentially like an interdisciplinary class, and the class I took part in was like it was called Science and Religion. It was really cool because it was run by these two people. One of them was a theoretical physics professor at college, and his wife, who was a pastor. So it was really cool, just like kind of getting these two different complementary takes on like science and religion, two fields that are like usually thought to be like on like opposite ends of like the spectrum when it comes to like worldview, right?
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
that's a really cool class, actually. Two
Yeah,
contradicting
no.
subjects working together. It sounds really cool.
Exactly. And then like it was super cool too, because like the professors were like they were married, but also they were like a religious, like a pastor, and then like a physics professor, you know.
Yeah,
So yeah, it was nice getting these takes from people who were like super ingrained in science or in religion.
nice. Next, given the rapidly changing job market, how well did your alma mater prepare you for the challenges and opportunities in your field? Are there specific skills or experiences you found particularly valuable?
Hmm. Interestingly, I don't think like Pomona really like prepared me for like the job market per se, you know, or like corporate life really. It was like we didn't do a lot of like I mean we had career fairs and things like that, but like we didn't really do a lot of um oh this is what life in like an office is like, and like this is what you're gonna have to do to get good in like data analytics or things like that, you know? At least from my experience. However, um, I think Pomona really ingrained like critical thinking in you and like the ability to just like be curious and like ask questions about anything, even if like they might be super dumb questions or um, Yeah, I guess just general curiosity and like critical thinking to understand and I guess be curious about like any subject, right? This kind of goes back to what I was saying about like the interdisciplinary emphasis that they had. I think you just pick up a skill set that helps you figure out any subject or any topic pretty easily.
Yeah, so leaving all of your intellectual doors open, not closing you off to
Yeah,
one thing.
exactly. Exactly. 100%. I think just like focusing on being a little bit more open minded. Yeah.
Nice. Looking back, is there anything you would wish you had known or done differently during your time at Pomona to better prepare for your post-graduation endeavors?
Mm, another good question. So, would I have done anything differently at Pomona? I think I would have taken part in like more, I would have participated in more clubs. I think we had like hundreds of clubs on campus. Um, but then just coming in as like an international student, it did take me a little bit to like get acclimated to what like American life was like, but then also what like college life was like. But then looking back, I think I'd have pursued even more random interests of mine in college, just because that was almost guaranteed to be a club for it. And how would it have prepared me for post graduation endeavors? I think I would have just met a lot more people. I think I already did meet a lot of people, but it would have just helped me meet like even more people, and that would have been cool to just, I guess like have like a bigger network after graduation.
Yeah, so meeting new people, like not like joining clubs. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I would say like joining clubs was definitely one because also like colleges they have so many like um, resources when it comes to things you could do. Like say you're interested in like wood making. I don't know. They have a wood shop available, you know. And like in New York City, as like an adult now, I don't think it's as easy to find like a wood shop where I can just go and try like learning how to make furniture at.
Yeah. Um. Lastly, how has the reputation of Pomona influenced your professional life? Have you encountered any specific instances where the university's name opened doors or presented challenges?
Hmm. I might be biased till we hear, but I feel like in professional life so far, people don't really care about universities. Um, like the university name, I guess, or reputation, really. I think it helps me out personally because I feel like Pomona is a great place and maybe it's like a respected college. And so I maybe I go into interactions with that sort of confidence. Um, other than that, though, I don't really feel like it's like made my professional life challenging in any way. Um, but honestly, personally, I haven't really paid too much attention to like the name or where someone studied.
All right, so you would say in your professional life, like Pomona's higher rank hasn't affected you as much, but you still feel that kind of like subconscious high rank and when speaking to people.
Yeah, maybe. Honestly, it's a really good question because, like, I think just having had a really good college experience maybe also helps the confidence. Um, but personally, and like professionally, I think rank itself doesn't really matter that much.
All right, that's great to hear.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, well, thank you so much for your time.
Of course, that was so great chatting with you, Aaron.
Yep, you too.